What up everyone, it's Toshi, and today we are talking about Demon Slayer Volume 5. So, I've waited a couple days to record this. I know you guys have been waiting a couple days to view this. Sorry for not getting it out quicker. I've been kind of busy the last couple days, just like loads of shit. But yeah, I figured, my doctor's coming to see me in like an hour. So I figured I'd film this before she gets here, because after she gets here, I might not even have the motivation to film, and B, I might not even still be in the house if she deems me like too unstable, but like that's not what I want to talk about in this video. So yeah, Demon Slayer Volume 5. So this is where we see Tanjiro and the others defeat the Spider family. So we see Inosuke fight against the father, and we see Inosuke get the shit kicked out of him. And then, he's rescued by Tomioka. Tomioka states, this wasn't one of the 12 Kizuki, and you don't even know, like, the extent of your own injuries, like, you're not fit for battle. So, we saw Inosuke get his ass kicked, although he did perform kind of well. And then we saw him get rescued by Tomioka, then emasculated by Tomioka. And then we swap back to Tanjiro, who's obviously fighting the little boy, who states that he is one of the 12 Kizuki. So, and I just want to point out straight away, like, the character detail on this boy, and not even just the boy, like the family in general, is like amazing. But not just that, like the attacks that this boy does, his abilities, like you can tell that the author has clearly put in a lot of work into this character. We also get to see quite a lot of Tanjiro's abilities we haven't really seen before, like Constant Flux, for example, or the Hinokami Kagura. We also get to see Nezuko's Demon Blood art, which I called it in a previous video. Yeah, for all you that watch that have watched my previous Demon Slayer videos, I called it. I called it she would have like some sort of like blood demon art. I didn't think it'd show up this quickly into the series, but I called it. The author would do that shit. So, but yeah, no, this volume was great. Tanjiro is obviously defeated by the little boy, although he comes quite close to defeating him. But then Shinobu, which is the other Hashira, the one that's with Tomioka, she shows up and saves them. And we find out that she's the only Hashira that isn't physically strong enough to cut off a demon's head. But she uses wisteria flowers to create a poison that can kill demons. So, pretty interesting character, I suppose. She hasn't really caught my eye all that much. But yeah, she's the only Hashira, so like the top level demon slayers, that isn't physically strong enough to like cut off a demon's head, which is the only way to kill it, bar from sunlight exposure. So she uses wisteria flowers that, they're supposed to like draw demons away. Like during the final selection early on in the series, the mountain was covered with wisteria flowers, and then the parts that weren't covered is where all the demons were, and that's where they had to go and fight. But no, Shinobu uses those flowers to create a poison that can kill demons. So that's pretty interesting. We all thought that the only way to kill demons would be, beheading them or exposing them to sunlight for far too long. We also get to see a little bit of the little boy's backstory, about like how, he killed his family and stuff like that after they tried to kill him, and then he realized that they actually did love him all along. And yeah, a bit edgy, bit complicated. Well, not complicated, just a bit confusing and like pointless, but I understand it. We also see Tanjiro's sympathy for demons when he stated that, let's see if I can find it. What was his quote? I think it's by here. No, it's not, sorry. Yeah, Tanjiro states that, I will not belittle those who regret their actions and suffer over the things they did as a demon, because demons were once humans, because they were human like me. They aren't ugly, worthless monsters. They are pitiful creatures, once living and now empty shells. So, very, very non-Demon Slayer attitude, like what you got to remember is these people, like their only job, their only objective, their only purpose in life is to kill demons and keep humanity safe. And, working, being in that sort of position, in that sort of storyline, you can't really afford to have sympathy for the demons, because they could kill you and they could kill everyone else around you, and it is your literally your only job is to just kill them all. So, we see Tomioka sort of get confused. Shinobu turns up at the end trying to kill Nezuko, but what's his name now? I've just forgotten. Tomioka rescues her, sort of. I'm not sure, we haven't even, like, it's more of a cliffhanger thing, so it's like the end of the volume, and I haven't started volume 6 yet, but I'm assuming Nezuko doesn't die. Like, Shinobu probably doesn't kill Nezuko, I imagine that's like, yeah. But she says, yeah, she said, you said yourself there's no getting along with demons, so what are you doing? That's why everyone hates you. So, yeah, Shinobu tried to attack Nezuko in the end, but, you know, didn't really work out well. Also, let's talk about Nezuko's blood demon art, right? What was it? It was exploding blood, right? I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. Blood demon art, exploding blood. Pretty cool. I mean, it's just like, I think it's just her blood that explodes. Yeah, so like anything with her blood on it, whether it's like a sword or like the threads a little boy was using, anything with her blood on it, her blood would explode. So I mean, that's sort of cool, apart from the fact like you have to bleed, you have to be like physically injured for you to use that power. But I mean, it worked. We saw Tanjiro cut off the demon's head before you put it back on and tried to kill Tanjiro. So I mean, it's pretty impressive how how the Hinokami Kagura technique mixed with Nezuko's blood demon art, you know, ended up. And you know what? We got a pretty cool art piece out of it. Like that page right here. Like we got pretty good artwork out of it. I just mean like, I don't know. It was a cool technique and it was a really impressive moment, really impressive technique. It was just a bit of a shame that like it didn't work. Like, yeah, he cut off the demon's head, but the demon got like back up and even put his head back on and was gonna kill Tanjiro before Shinobu turned up. So, but you know, this was a very good fight scene. I think this is my favorite fight scene we've had in Demon Slayer so far. So yeah, I mean, Tanjiro was defeated one of the 12 Kizuki. He stated that he's one of the 12 Kizuki. He might not be. Like, look what happened last time. But yeah, so obviously he's gonna withdraw blood, I imagine. So yeah, I mean, we might have a cure for Nezuko. We might get to see more of Nezuko's character development. You know, I want to see her use a blood demon art a lot more. Like I want more Nezuko fights. Like Tanjiro cool, Inosuke cool, Shinobu cool, Tomioka cool, Zenitsu cool. But I want more Nezuko fights, right? Because even though all these characters, you know, they're all different characters, all their abilities are different, what they can and can't do, but they're all swordsmen. You get what I mean? Like they all fight with swords. They're all demon slayers. Nezuko's a demon. Like she's like the only. I don't want to say she's the only character that stands out because that sounds like the rest of the characters are shit, and they're not. But she's like the one blatantly obvious character that stands out because she's the one character that's not a demon slayer. Rather, she is like an actual demon. So I want more Nezuko fights. I want to see Nezuko kill more people. But we might get that, we might not, I don't know. I haven't read past volume 5. I know I could have started volume 6, but I didn't want to start it till I filmed this and got it out the way. But yeah, no, volume 5 was absolutely great. Like, genuinely, the fights were amazing, the artwork was amazing, the character design for the demons was amazing, the powers, like, the author clearly put a lot of work into this, and, you know, it's just nice to see, you get me? It's just, because, like, not a lot of mangas are half-assed, right? You very rarely pick up a manga, look at it and go, oh yeah, they put no effort into this. It's very rare. Like, even if you don't like a manga, you can clearly see the effort that's been put into it. But, like, with this, like, you can see the effort that's been put into this. Like, every page, all the characters, like, you can tell the creator of Demon Slayer has very big passion for it. And then some people are going to say, like, oh, well, you know, if you wrote, like, a shonen manga and you were making loads of money, you'd put effort into. That's not what I mean. Like, I understand that he has to put effort in to be good at his job, so does everyone else. But you need to understand, like, the difference between a job and a passion. And you can certainly tell, especially with things like art as well, like, especially, like, creative careers, you can clearly tell when the creator has done a piece out of passion, you know, has come from themselves, and they've just done it just because it needed to get done. You get what I mean? And I think we saw that with Bleach, quite particularly. I think, you know, towards the beginning of Bleach, he was setting up for a big adventure. You know, all the characters were sort of neatly designed. They were all introduced really well. The whole universe was quite great. And I just think as it went on, you could clearly start to see that it was getting very rushed. You know, Kubo was revealing Bonkai after Bonkai. There was fight scene after fight scene. And don't get me wrong, I know Bleach is an action manga. There's supposed to be fight scenes. But especially during, like, the 1,000-Year Blood War, you know, towards the end of the story, it just seemed like it was just fight scene after fight scene. Gotta show this guy's Bonkai, gotta show this guy's Shikai, you know, just does this one die. Like, I think Kubo sort of rushed it a little bit, and that's what I mean. You can tell when someone's work, someone's creation has come from passion and has come from it just needed to get done. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't read Demon Slayer already, I 100% recommend that you go and read it. If you haven't watched the anime, I 100% recommend you go and watch that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else left to say on this. Yeah, no, I think we've pretty much covered it. I mean, yeah, they defeated the demon family. Tanjiro defeated one of the 12 Kizuki. We saw Nezuko's blood demon art. They were rescued by Tomioka and Shinobu. So we got to see some of their powers as well. Obviously, Tomioka was trained by Urokodaki, the same person that Tanjiro was trained as. We also got to see Technique 11. So Urokodaki's techniques go up through 1 through 10. And then Gyu Tomioka invented technique number 11 that only he could do. So that's quite interesting. Shinobu's power is obviously based off of poison and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we basically covered it. I mean, yeah, like the Hinokami Kagura thing was quite interesting, but there wasn't really a lot of there wasn't really a lot revealed. It was just sort of Tanjiro saw his life flash before his eyes, and he saw a flashback, I suppose, of his father telling him to be like Hinokami. And obviously, his family work with fire, right? So it was basically revealed that like his dad would like do a sort of like a dance, a ritual to like the god of fire for like protection and stuff. And Tanjiro uses that technique to defeat the boy demon. So, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for future content. And I will see you all in the next one. This is Toshi signing out.